still believe in miracles. Our society is so plagued. It's so plagued with all kind of demonic strongholds. Some of these things are so blatant that a blind man can see it. No offense, but the devil is in our face. It's amazing to me how the church is becoming more and more desensitized to sin. How the enemy has, so to speak, pulled the wool over the eyes of many preachers and many Christians that are walking with God and saying things like, you don't have to give, you don't have to go to church, you can be gay, and just all these things that's completely contrary to the Word, and really believing it. And the problem is we don't recognize it as demonic. It's the enemy who has tried to grab a foothold in our society and pull down the morality that was established in this nation when it was first established on Christian principles. Lust is on the rise in such a great way, literally just destroying people's lives, and even things that could be a blessing are turned into being a curse. Can you turn that off for me, please? Just stick with me. This one is going to be okay. I'm not going to be that long. You take something like Facebook, which is really an excellent tool for communication, but it's used so diabolically to destroy lives and marriages. People telling other people's business, backbiting, things that the Bible tells us not to do. We have Christians all on Facebook telling the whole world a bunch of mess. And there's some folks that's using it for the Word, but listen, the enemy he's digging in, trying to really tear down and destroy what God had initially established in this nation.
Hallelujah.
It was God that established the United States of America. It was not man. It was God that said that the gospel was to be propagated from this nation throughout the whole world. And we have done an excellent job. We have sent missionaries to the furthest corners of the globe, all in Australia, and even the Still Faith Fellowship of Churches. We have 3,000 churches worldwide. We have churches in Australia. We have churches in the deep jungles of Tanzania. We have churches in Ghana. We have churches in Nigeria. We have churches in the Philippines. We have churches in Amsterdam, some of the worst cities of Amsterdam, where kids are on heroin at 12 years old. We have churches in Spain. We have churches in Mexico. One of the pastors was there from Mexico, whereas Mexico, one of the most dangerous cities all in this part of the continent. People are getting killed, women are getting raped, kids, young girls are being raped and destroyed, but yet we have churches that are fighting back and saying, we will not give in, we will not give up. Sickness is on the rise. There's some sicknesses now we don't even have cures for. Don't even talk about it. They're searching them. They're doing their best. They're doing research. They're doing investigation. They're trying to figure out a cure, but there's just sicknesses on the rise. They're giving us pills that are killing us. They're putting our kids on pills. And the church is kind of sitting back, not recognizing that this is demonic. Don't you know that drugs is demonic? I don't care if you got a prescription for it. It's demonic. Witchcraft is nothing but potions. That's how the enemy is able to come in to our society. He's bewitching us. He got Christians agreeing that I got my card, so it's okay to smoke marijuana. I'm going to let that settle in. This stuff is getting crazy. It's getting crazy only because we're not using what God has given us, and that is the gift and the power of these sermons. That's right. People are more hurt now than they've ever been in the history of it. I've never seen so many hurt people. It's generational. It has traveled down now that almost everyone that's in their 20s are just struggling with being hurt. Hurt because my daddy left. Hurt because my mama left. Hurt because someone touched me.